Hi, and welcome back to It Figures. Tonight I am going to be reviewing the Pop Television version of The Tick. Okay, so I haven't done a pop figure in quite a while because I quit buying pop figures. I just had too many of them, and it was on overload, and I just basically quit collecting them. However, last year the Tick Amazon show came on, or should I say came on Amazon. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of The Tick. Well, you probably don't know, but I'm a huge fan of The Tick. And when it came on Amazon Prime, we watched it, but then I was kind of like, the first episode was okay, and his costume wasn't this. It was a completely different costume. It looked horrible. And then I guess when it got picked up for a series, they completely redid his entire costume, and it looks really cool, and I love what they did with it. So when I saw this is like a year old. I actually bought this like last year, like I said, when I watched the series, and I just been sitting around and I haven't ended up reviewing it yet. So now that season 2 starts this week on Friday, I thought, okay, well, good time to actually review this figure that's been sitting here for a year. There isn't much to the package. It's The Tick, and yeah, that's about it. And here he is on the side. So let's go ahead and open him up and take a closer look at The Tick. Now, like I said, I've been a fan of The Tick ever since I read the original comic. And I love the animated show that was on. And then they actually came out with a live-action show. Wasn't really crazy about that. But this Amazon show just nailed it. It nailed what made the comic so much fun. And the actor portraying the Tick in the new show is fantastic. What I didn't like about the original show was, the actor was okay, but his entire face was exposed. And this one has more of a mask. If you ever seen the original Tick, he has a very elongated face with a big chin, and he has white eyes, and he has a really cool looking character. So it's really hard to take that character and make an actual suit out of it. And he doesn't have any texture in the suit either, the original comic book version. So when they made this, and they made all this texture in there, it's really cool. I think they did a really great job with the costume in the show. And this pop figure represents it really well. Now, the reason I quit buying so many pop figures, besides having them all, right now, the only pop figures I will buy are things like the Tick, that there is no other merchandise out there for him except for the pop figure. There is no action figures or anything yet, anyway. Hopefully they will come out with them, and if they do, I will probably buy them. But right now, this is the only thing out there. If you like the Tick, this is it. This is the only thing you can buy from the TV series. Alright, so let's take a closer look at him here. There isn't much paint to be had. He's blue. So they just kind of have to rely on the actual sculpting, and it's really nice. It's a really cool sculpt of the figure. And like I said, they put detail into the Tick's outfit, so it's just not a plain blue costume anymore. And the first episode, like I said, it looked like his costume was made out of blue duct tape or something. And then by the time it got picked up, he had this, and it's a great episode because now he looks completely different, and Arthur's like, "Is there something different about you?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay." That's how they explain the new outfit. But anyway, I didn't remember all the detail on the side of his head like this. I'm sure it's in the costume, but it's pretty cool how they did all the lines in there. And it comes into the back, and it stops. Again, I don't remember it looking like that in the series, but I'm sure it does. On the back here, you actually have more detail. He kind of has sort of like detail on his butt, and sort of has spine kind of thing going on. So yeah, and on the elbows he has like little elbow pads, and of course on the front he has to have his fake abs that all superheroes have now on their costumes. One important thing for the Tick is his antenna, and I would have really liked if they had made it some sort of articulated antenna, but it's not. It's just hard and in place, so you can't move it anywhere. And it seems like it's not going to break off when you mess with them, but it would be nice to have had them articulated where you can move his antenna. But overall, I think it's a really nice pop figure, and I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm finally glad I'm doing the review for it for season 2. I don't know if they ever came out with any of the other figures from the Tick. I think they might have came out with Arthur, I'm pretty sure they did. I don't really remember, but I would love to have an actual, real, articulated figure of him. So maybe Funko or another company will finally come out with one, and that would be awesome. If you're a fan of the Tick, and if you're a fan of the comic, and if you're a fan of the cartoon or the original series, you should check out the new series on Amazon Prime, because I think it's the best representation of the Tick there is, and this is a great figure showing him off. So here on It Figures, I'm giving the Tick. It's been approved by It Figures. Not that, you know, that really means anything to anybody, but I approve this figure. So yes, it's a great figure. Zero articulation, of course, except for the head rotates, and that's about it. But it's a really nice addition to my other millions of pop figures I have. And like I said, I'm glad I picked him up. He's a cool figure, and I haven't bought a pop figure in probably... This might have been the last one I bought, to tell you the truth, and it's been about a year since I picked one up. I do, however, have a ton more of pop figures to review for you that I picked up a year ago. It's sitting on my shelf. That's how backlogged I am with these figures. But the good thing about action figures is they never really go out of style. That's why I love showing off these figures, because, you know, this might have come out yesterday, it might have come out a year ago, but it's still cool and it's still relevant because it's the Tick, and the Tick will never go out of style because he's too cool. So if you like this review, we are trying to get up over 1,000 views on here so we can actually start getting paid for all the hard work that we do here on It Figures. And we have to get at least 1,000 subscribers in order to actually get paid to do this channel. Right now we're doing it for free for you guys, which is fine by me. I mean, I enjoy looking at action figures. I love talking about them. I love opening them up. But it would also be nice to actually be paid and put that money back into the channel so I can bring you more cool, more expensive action figures to show you. So if you would, hit that subscribe button and become one of our It Figures, I don't have a saying. Become one of our fans here on It Figures. Over on Box Office Maniacs, I call everybody Maniacs. I don't have a name for anybody over here. Just awesome people. Become one of the awesome people over here on It Figures. And join the rest of the awesome people that are subscribed. So that's it for tonight. I can't wait to binge watch The Tick this weekend. It's going to be awesome. And from what I've seen on the trailer, it looks just as good as the first season. Can't wait for it. And I will see you next time here on It Figures.